Do you see this crappy piece of paper? When COVID-19 hit in 2020, this is where I wrote down what I wanted to get out of this time in my life. Today, I want to share with you how I did this. I used my subconscious to tap into what I call source. You can call it source, the universe, or even God, depending on your beliefs and what makes you feel comfortable. I asked myself a question and I waited for the answers. I asked this: how many things do I need to know so I can grow during COVID? So I was looking for a number and I got a simple answer back, the number 7. My next question was, what are they? And the 7 answers that came back were mindset, faith, relaxation, better relationships, reducing conflict of doubt, grow, and success. However, there was an 8th item in there. Any negative thoughts from other people came into mind. This awareness was actually happening to me, and for me it was more something that was happening to me rather than something that would help me grow. I saw it as a warning of what I could expect moving forward. I want to explain to you how you can do this, because it's a really simple 6-step process. Step 1. Make sure you have pen and paper at hand and that you won't be disturbed and distracted by phones, people, TV or music. Step 2. Think of the question you need to ask yourself and write it down. It is crucial to frame the question positively. For example, how many things do I need to know to survive COVID is not the same as how many things do I need to know to grow during COVID. The first question keeps you stuck and the latter is about pushing you forward. Step 3. Write the question down. And at this point, we start to tap into our conscious and start to connect to source. So step 4. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths and allow yourself to let go of anything in your mind, especially what you think the answer is. Trust your unconscious to give you the correct answer. Step 5. You hear, see, feel or become aware of a number. Write this number down. If the number 1 comes up, you are not aligned with source and I would say you are taking the easy way out. You can expect to get between 5 to 10 come up. Up to 20 is actually pretty standard for me, but I have had the number as high as 60 come up. The next question you need to ask yourself is, what are they? And do this until you have reached the number you have written down. At this point in time, you need to stay connected to source and allow the answers to come to you and not necessarily tap in what you think you know is the right answer. It is important that during the process you are very well hydrated. If you struggle to receive the answers, drink a glass of water and maybe take in some deep breaths to relax yourself. The process is easy, but there are a few areas where many people go wrong the first time they do this. The first mistake people make is this: they list logic and practical things because they use logic and reason to get the answer. For example, when you ask, how can I prepare for my next job interview? Logically, you may come up with answers such as research the company, ironing my clothes, get a haircut. But when you connect to source, you will get answers like have faith, meditate, focus on positive outcomes, trust. The key is to clear your mind and allow answers to come to you without the restrictions of your limited mind and life experience. The second thing is that people start to question themselves and where the answers come from. This doubt is about a lack of trust in yourself, and that is why this experience and this exercise can help you boost your confidence. Next, I want to demonstrate this exercise right here on video. This is the process I will go through. First of all, I will tap into source to get a question that I need to ask. Then I will ask how many things I need to know about this, and finally I will find out what the answers are. I will cut out the times where I am actually focused inwards, but it is very important for me to stress that if you feel the need to do this exercise as well, make sure that you are not driving or you're not in any situations when you can cause harm to yourself or others. I am all set up. I have my pen and paper at hand, I have my water bottle at hand, and I am ready now to go and get my question and also get the answers to that question. Before I continue, I just want to stress again, do not do this whilst you're driving or any other situation where you can cause harm to anybody else. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my question. Because I haven't really thought about it, I will just step into my unconscious and ask what question I need to ask. Throughout the process, when I am going and turning inward, focusing inward, I will make sure I cut these pieces of the video out, so we won't drag it out for too long, but at least you can see and get an idea of the process that I'm following. Okay, so I'm making myself comfortable, pen and paper at the hand. Let's open my paper where I'm going to write. And so my first question I'm writing down is, what question do I need to ask? But for me, because I'm consciously working on this, is not really strong enough. So I want to add something to it. What question do I need to ask that is going to provide most benefit to my viewers? Okay, so and while I'm doing this, I actually have a subconscious thought coming into my mind, and it is something that I've been playing with for a long time, because I understand the importance of video and I understand the importance of the work that I do, and I feel passionate about it, and I truly believe in it. And what I've been struggling with is, how do I create content for my social media? What kind of things do I need to put out there for my viewers so they can get the most benefit out of it? So whilst I was doing this process, I had the unconscious word share come up. And for me, sharing has been part of my process over the last couple of weeks, so I can start to become more active in my social media group on Facebook, but also in the content that I'm sharing, so you, the viewer, can get benefit out of this. So let me just go back to my question. What question do I need to ask? Okay, I've got another variation written down. This is, what information do I need to share with my audience that gives them maximum benefit? Okay, so let me just tune in to what it is that I'm working with. So I'm sitting quietly, I'm taking a deep breath. Okay, so I have gone through the process. I have another question. And here is another technique that I often use to verify whether an answer is right for me, yes or no. For me, it is important that you understand you always have the opportunity to reject anything that you get subconsciously. You always have a choice. That's basically what I'm saying. So one of the techniques I use is kinesiology, and there's a finger technique. It took me a long time to actually master this technique. So I can do something like this: show me yes, show me no, show me yes, show me no. Is this the best question for me to ask? And it comes up. Okay, so the question I'm going to ask is, what are the most beneficial topics for my audience that I can share? So the first question is, how many are there? So the number 4 is coming up. And I'm just writing down right here, number 4. And so my next question, what are the most beneficial topics? So I'm closing my eyes. I'm going to say one more question, even though I have my 4. I always ask, is there anything else? And instantly I can hear the word yes come up. So here are all my answers. I asked the question, what are the most beneficial topics I can talk about with my audience? And I got the number 4 back. And the 4 topics that came back for me were love, hate, success, and cycle. Or cylinder, but I'm sticking with cycle. Then I said, is there anything else I need to know? And the answer to that was yes. It says, explain what they are and ask your audience what they would like you to address in follow-up videos, or what is most important to them. So let me start to talk about an explanation for love. Here I'm talking about 2 things, relationships and self-love. I think self-love is the most important thing that you can master in your life. The second one was hate. Now, to me, hate is a really strong and powerful word, and I don't often use it. But here we're really starting to talk about how can you deal with things when your life is not going well or when people responding negatively to you. So really it is about building your emotional intelligence. The third topic was success, and it is about what does it look like, what is it, and how can you achieve it better. And then 4 is about the cycle of life. How do you create your life? How do you control your life? How do you deal with your life when it's not going as well as what you want it to go? So, here are your 4 options: love, self-love and relationships; hate, building emotional intelligence; success, what is it and how can you achieve it? And finally, cycle. How do you create your life and how can you control your life even when it doesn't seem to be going in the way that you want it to go? So let me know which of these 4 topics, love, hate, success, or the cycle of life, you want to know more about.